Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
It liiiivess.
Wow, the bot really butchered that one. Yes, I am indeed alive. Hey man, cheers for the resub. I'm just going to fetch a cup of tea, and then we'll get going. And in case it isn't obvious from the sound of my voice, I am slightly sick again. So I'm not entirely sure how long this stream's going to run. Probably either until I run out of patience or run out of voice, possibly both. We're going to start out with some DCS. We'll see how that goes. I barely touched DCS for God knows how many months now. I just haven't had the time or energy. So I'm going to be very, very much out of practice. Don't expect much. We might get some Gonna Hit PC in later if I'm still streaming by then. Failing that, I'll try and get some in the future. I'd like to do some Misfizz, but I still haven't defuculated my install yet. And it's probably like 3 patches behind anyway. So that'll have to be a different stream. I just decided on a whim to do this today, so don't expect much. Because I think it's been like, what, probably 2-3 months since I've streamed. I've been too busy having a life. Terrifying, I know. My transformation into a normie is almost complete. Hey Jeeve, good to see you, man. Long time no see. Hope the world's been treating you well. So one of the other reasons I haven't been doing as much DCS, and particularly not streaming it as much, is because this, like, my setup in my new place is kind of awkward for it. I haven't quite found my, like, comfortable setup yet. And my chair is also doing the thing where it sinks constantly because it's middle of fucking winter here. So that's fun. Well, it does whatever it does. Yeah, it do be like that. So Alpin's Cold War server's back up, which is great to see. The problem is I'm pretty much unable to even think about playing DCS at the hours when it's active anymore. Because, you know, I have an office job and can't really get up at 3 a.m. to play DCS anymore. Hey, Gilson. I probably do fucking stink because I've been running a fever for the last, like, 2 days. Feel like shit and probably don't look much better. My condolences. It's a good office job. It's public service, so I get paid well. I get treated like a human being. It's still an office job, and I'm still adjusting to the idea that, you know, it's still work even if I'm not producing something I can physically hold in my hands at the end of the day. But yeah. No one wears a fucking suit except the guys upstairs, dude. Like, no one cares that much. Yeah, that's true. I can't worm my way out of that one. I do have a lanyard. I'm now part of the lanyard class. Horrifying to think about. Bear with me, guys. DCS has been a little slow this morning. Oh, good lord, they've done the menu overhaul thing. I was wondering when that would drop. Okay, so give me a sec here. Hello. 2:30 a.m. Got to catch up on sleep. Catch you later, man. Thanks for swinging by and thanks for the resub. Good to see you. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what is my camera doing? Good god. Hang on, I gotta defucculate the white balance. And by that I mean actually fucculate it, so it isn't trying to green screen me out. You know what? I don't think that's going to improve any. The lighting in here is not the best because I've got a big window behind me and then the light directly above isn't very powerful, but you'll have to deal with it. Look at all of this. New multiplayer server interface. Now you need to choose coalition before you have access to the select role screen. See spawn positions of every predetermined spawn on the map and understand where you'll spawn. Airfields page. You'll find bases with new dynamic spawn feature added by mission designer. Cool. We're going to join red because they're outnumbered. Imagine my shock. And then, where are people flying from? I reckon we'll start out with some Su-25 just because I'm like probably not really capable of doing much high-speed, low-drag dogfighting shit at this point. It's been a bit too long since the last time. Oh look, you can even see which parking spot you're in. Cool. What do we got? No air-to-air missiles, apparently. And the 57mm rockets. Get some bombs as well. We got clusters. We're going to be pretty heavily loaded up, but let's see how we go with this loadout. Oops.
Request rearming. Copy. Pursuit 1, Magic 1-1, pop-up group 266-4385.
That's reassuring. Just gotta reset to my tracker as well. Behave yourself, Gilson.
Rearming complete.
Slurk, but was thinking about you the other day. People think about me? That's terrifying. Thanks. I'm also glad that I'm still alive. Cheers for stopping by, and cheers for lurking all those times. Yeah, I've just been really, really busy. So a lot of, a lot of time taken up by work or just not having the energy on the weekends to stream as much, and also the whole relationship thing not helping with free time, but in the best possible way. Why is there a truck clipped through my wing? This seems like it's going to end badly. Who the fuck is locking me? It's a fighter radar, full strength from over there. They're probably locking somebody on the other side, and I'm just getting caught in the beam, but still. It's annoying. We're about to find out if this truck has collision. I guess not. Reinvented the Gavin, strapped a 50mm to it. Oh god. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Don't have to go far to get to the front line. We'll head probably northwest, I reckon. Yeah, Pob's, I think Pob just got back from a deployment. I think he just got back from it. He was on a deployment, either way. Rhino, yeah, I haven't heard from for ages. Don't know how he's going, hopefully well. I know the UK is a bit of a dumpster fire at the moment, more than usual. Catch you later, Gilson. Sleep well, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm glad I just noticed that now rather than when I was taking off. My button panel has unbound itself from a bunch of aircraft for some reason. I do not know why. So I have to go through and manually do this all the time, which is extremely annoying. There we go. Started playing Workers and Resources. I need to get back into that. I haven't played it for ages. Such a good game. It's just one of those ones that I tend to fall into a black hole when I play it. It's like Space Engineers. It's dangerous to me. Because I'll lose weeks at a time without realizing. Hey Noblius, good to see you. Yeah, it has become a rare event, hey. Hey Super. No, not a drill. I don't know which end of the runway is active. Probably doesn't really matter. People just take off wherever on this server. Normal ECW moment. So for anyone who missed me pointing it out earlier, Alpin's server is back up under the same name, Cold War 1947 to 1991. It's a different server though, so you'll need to search for it and refavourite the new server. But the issue is now, because I have an office job, I can't really get up at o'clock in the morning to play DCS anymore. But for those of you who live in sane time zones, I strongly encourage hopping on it. He's been working on some new missions, I think. I swear to God, I picked the longest fucking way to taxi. I should have gone the other end. Oh well. Yeah, Beepski's playing up. I think my chatbot's out of date, so the API is not hooked up properly. He's partly working, like, the song command just worked, so he's there, he's just not behaving himself. Yeah, do the add everyone, please, thank you. Just gotta remember now we got phantoms to deal with. I've had a few run-ins with phantoms off stream. My first phantom kill was a gun kill with the MiG-21. Phantom pilots on ECW are very, very stupid. They're pretty easy targets. The issue is just in this thing, I'm going to have to be mindful of the fact that they are a big threat. I'm not sure what the phantom sustained rate is. I'll have to check. Because that'll be like the one area where it's really, really dangerous to Su-25 at low altitude. I have flown the Phantom a little bit offline. Haven't flown it online yet. It's pretty nice. Oh, yeah, sure enough, there's a 21 coming the other way. Yeah, it's a pretty nice jet. Handles fairly nicely. We've got to do some pretty stupid shit to crash it. Hey Saber, good to see you, man. Cheers to the resub. Appreciate it. Hope life has been treating you well, my friend. I certainly can't complain, although since when does that stop me? What do we got? Actually, I'll head just straight ahead, because that sector I was going to go for just got captured. Just quit my job? Ah, well, hopefully get a new one lined up pretty soon, hey? Hey Steve, cheers to the resub, man.
Good morning. My grandpa tells me you used to stream DCS before I was born.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, yeah, okay, so you quit the old job to get... Yeah, alright, yeah, I get it now. Sorry, I'm a bit slow, flu brain. So I'm curious how we're going to go with these clusters. The thing with the Soviet clusters is they need to detonate at a predefined height. It's not like the American ones where they're, you know, the centrifuge ones especially, where they'll go off it regardless where you drop them. These ones you need to make sure you're high enough, otherwise you won't get a good pattern out of them. You might see some later in the stream. We'll see. Blue is pretty stacked at the moment, big surprise, so I figured I'd hop on red for a bit and ease myself back in with the Su-25. I've nailed a couple of Phantoms in the MiG-21. I haven't had a chance to kill one in the 19 yet.
Months without a new stream? No word? First stream you go and do is DCS and not GHPC right after a new update drop.
I mean, there was also a new update dropped right for DCS, like, literally, I think, today or yesterday. But yeah, I do want to do some GHPC at some point, if not this stream, the next stream. Whatever that is. Look, my last few weeks have been so fucking hectic for, like, good reasons. It's not even funny. Nearly forgot to set that up. The amount of people crying and shitting themselves because 833 isn't like the default US ammo anymore is hilarious. Okay, 27k's out, we got a Phantom. That's slightly concerning. Need to keep an eye on that. That's the target. This is not ideal, I'm rolling it a bit close. Gonna say someone must have dealt with the AAA already, but they're shooting at me now. I might go for a cluster run. Targets on that one are definitely easier to see. Decent hit. I think we only bagged one unit with that though. We were maybe a little bit low. So we get a good dispersion out of the sub-munitions. I just think maybe the 100 kilo bombs might be the go for this kind of work. Just bring the fucking 32 Fab 100 Shad load out. Let them all go in one big stick. That was a little short. Okay, that Phantom's getting a little close for comfort. My target, oh, I oversteered. Shit. This guy's not have any AAA going on? What is this? Same treatment should have been given to 3BN 32. It might be, but even then 22 is pretty decent. And like anyone with any sense didn't get used to the having the best ammo all the time thing. Like, you should never assume you're gonna have the good stuff all the time. So, excuse me. So I've been playing a lot with 22 on the customized missions rather than 32. Want to spend the last cluster. It's not a very efficient use of them. I'll probably just go with a full rocket loadout or Fab 100s. Yeah, I am sick. I've been sick pretty much every second or third week since Easter. I don't think so, Ma. I'm not 100% certain. But I don't think it does. Of course, that might change in future. They might still be cooking it, but... Hey, Yellow Fox. I've been really good, man. Really, really good. Just too busy, you know, living life to stream. Probably releasing those a little close as well, which isn't helping. Oh, that was a decent one. Right where I wanted it. Yeah, you can see the scattered pattern on these is not the best at that altitude. I feel like you gotta drop them from way higher to get good effect out of them. And the problem then being, if you drop them from way higher, you can't fucking see what you're doing. Oh, shit. I don't have any missiles, and I'm about to have a Phantom on top of me. Where is he? One, 4, 4. Assuming I didn't fuck my compass. Five. Two, 6, 8. Maybe he's not interested? I don't know. Could spend some more rockets. Was that a Sherman? I think it was. I mean, this is the early plane and weapon set, I guess, but... Yeah, no wonder there's no nasty AAA shooting at me. Ever get around to playing Phantom Liberty? I got, I think, a couple of hours into it, but then I kept running into a game-breaking bug, and then there was an update, so I've got to figure out what was going on. It's probably some mod I had installed wasn't playing nice with it. I was planning on fixing it the other weekend because I took 4 days off, but that didn't happen because I had other things to do that were a bit more interesting. So I oversteer? Yes, I did. It keeps happening. Hey, Nebula. Bonjour.
Ross, this is important. Are you a based vinegar enjoyer or are you not?
Depends. Like, it very heavily depends. Behave yourself, Saber. We missed that. One of the ones that we lined up on.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
What the fuck is this? Did Christmas come early?
Hey,
Are we
Coffee.
going to see a unicorn? Or God forbid, Arby gets paid? Glad to see you back, Ross.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Cheers to the resub. Yeah, no, I'm sick, and the lady friend is visiting her best friend, so I got nothing better to do at the moment than play DCS. And maybe some GHPC later. I think that's it there, yeah. Hey Veritech, good to see you, man. Yep, I'm back. I'm not expecting this to become a regular thing again for a while, but squeeze them in where I can. I'm getting way too close on these passes. You really don't want to be... it's just terrain texture. You don't want to be this low or this close, and if there was any proper AAA, I would get punished very severely for doing this. But also the S5s don't have a lot of oomph to them, so you need to make sure you actually hit. Something got shot down over there. Huh. Don't have access to them in this mission.
Infield 1, tally vehicles at full
This is like early weapon set, so we don't even have access to S8s, it's S5s only for rockets. Which is fine. Encourages people to actually aim. Another F4 coming. But I should be pretty close to spending the last of these rockets. This pass might do it. And I'm reasonably confident this thing will gunfight pretty well against an F4. Keep oversteering. Yep, there go the last of the rockets. A little bit short, but jettison those. Right, bitch, where are ya? Three, 1, 1. 10. Should be more or less off the nose. This thing is, like, it accelerates surprisingly quickly when it's clean. 301. He's turned left. I also don't want to get dragged over Krimsk. .210. Basically on top of me. He's also reasonably high up. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's got something behind him. Good kill, buddy. Looks like an F1 just splashed him. And then everything else is down south. Huh. Well, back to base we go. It's not going to be a very long flight, we're just going to land over there. Looks like it's still blue stacked. I think all of those ground target kills were the splash damage script because it hasn't credited me any. Or the scoreboard's broken again, actually. It's probably the scoreboard's not working. That's alright. So we might just go a full loadout of rockets. The clusters kind of require us to fly a bit higher than I'm comfortable to do at the moment. Like, I can't actually see the ground targets very well from up there, so without someone spotting, it's kind of difficult. Coming in a bit fast. Give it a little bit of side slip. This is the issue with trying to land the Su-25 when it's clean. It just doesn't want to slow down. Oh, it must have converted them as shorts, yeah, because I never upload anything as a short. So, thanks, Google, for converting my fucking videos to your dog shit format without asking me. Fucking evil company. So, like, technically I now work in tech, right? It has made me even more 10-pilled than I was already. Like, I just blow it all up. Go back to punch cards. Anything that accepts input, any other form but a punch card, get rid of it. Yeah, I'm a bit wobbly. I also didn't pop my parachute there, so it took me a while to slow down. I'll just park in the middle of the taxiway, who cares? Oh, we can carry the big boys. Only a couple, though. Interesting. So we'll carry some S8s. Or the server will restart or boot us out or something. The S25s, like, eh. They're not worth it. Like, unless you've got a genuinely hard target, like a ship that needs them, it's just not worth it. I thought it was a server restarter if it just dropped me out. I'll have to see if it comes back up. What's going on in the World War II server? We could always hop into Spit there later, I guess. No, I just got booted. It looks like the server's still up. I hate when it does that. Do an F4 flight. Blue is stacked, man. If blue weren't stacked, I'd consider it. But also, I don't know how to cold start it, and I barely know how to manipulate the systems. Like, I've flown it a couple times offline when it released, and that's it. I haven't had time to learn it. Well, the other thing I found, I don't know if it's been fixed or if it's some esoteric issue with my setup specifically, but when I open the comms menu, like the heat blur fucking rose menu thing, it doesn't close. So if I open it to tell the crew chief to plug the air in and plug the ground card in, I then had it stuck on my screen until I fucking quit the mission. Hey, good to see you, man. quite a few Phantoms on, so I might hop in a 21 or a 19. Yeah, I could do that. I could hop in a 19 and try bag one. Pretty rusty in that as well, though. My limited experience in F4 Pilot so far is that individually they're easy prey. The big issue is usually you'll just get one drag you for another, because it does have the acceleration and the low level speed to drag, and so that's what they'll try and do, because when it comes to an actual dogfight, they're pretty fucking hopeless. I'm sure if you handle it right, the aircraft has some moves, but your average DCS player couldn't handle a fucking kite, let alone anything else. Finally going through with financial decisions I'll never recover from. Didn't you already buy a house? Check the progress tracker for Granelli's F100. No, I've not kept up with DCS related stuff for so long, dude. I just haven't had the time or energy. Looks like most of the action's moved down south. Most of our guys are up north, but there's a lot of call outs for blues down south. We might go to... Oh! Yo! This is neat. So you can actually select your individual parking spot right there. Nice.
Request rearming. Copy.
Why has my music stopped? What are you doing, music bot? Don't tell me to disable the betting on the Das Boot soundtrack. That's not right. Time to upgrade my rig. Oof. You might actually have something that can run IL-2 with a smooth frame rate, let alone this. Holy shit. Wild. Hey Fetty. Yeah, finally on Twitch. Incredible. What is this strange new reality? That's not going to spool yet. I'm getting impatient. $9.95, $4.89. We would have set the one bacon. Yeah, I'm sick. I've got the flu. Again. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys, I finally caught COVID a couple months ago, off my boss, no less. So yeah, I finally had COVID after like 4 years of dodging it. It kind of sucked. Wasn't the worst though. It was like I was super fatigued and sore and coughing a lot, but I didn't have any of the sore throat or headaches or stuff I usually get with the flu. So it was an interesting experience. Did have a fucking hell of a fever. I didn't really lose my smell and taste. Like, I didn't realize it was COVID until I did a test and it came back like really, really, really positive. I thought it was just a flu.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Ooh, vegans. Bunch of vegans, holy shit. Bit of a crosswind. So I'm having to split the throttles a bit to keep this thing straight. So, one of the annoying issues of the 19 that hasn't been fixed yet, unfortunately, is the brakes don't actually take effect until they're fully applied. So you can't kind of half hold the brakes to keep it straight on the taxiway. So you've got to split the throttles and hope for the best. This thing really doesn't like crosswinds at all. Partly because of that issue. This must be a recon slot. Didn't realise. Oh well. Oh, the cough was super bad for me. Like, really, really bad. Could barely breathe. I was coughing so hard. They're going for shipping, it looks like. They're out over the water. 210 and 200. Hopefully they're loitering around and trying to make multiple passes, because I'll never catch a Vigan in this thing. If it is just doing one pass whole ass, but if it's hanging around, I've got a decent chance. $5.9. Pretty close too. There. He's reacting, so he knows I'm here. He's in burner, but hopefully he'll be dumb and try and turn, which is what he's doing now. Yeah, that's the way. You keep trying to turn. Keep turning, buddy. See how that works out for you. And just like that, he's out of energy. Terrible gunnery from me. Something else there, it might be the other one. To hurry up and finish this guy off. There we go. And of course he doesn't care. What's that? That's the other one. Way out of practice. See, I thought they fixed the damage model in the whole flying without wings thing, but I guess it's not quite 100%. That should have range. He's really slow because he burnt all his energy. Yep. Now we just got to figure out... Okay, he's behind me. He's launching and missing. Maybe. Oof, just. Sure if he has gun pods. I don't think he does. Otherwise he would have taken a crack at me there. I'm surprised, like, he's super low energy because he keeps making these really hard turns, but I'm surprised he still has enough juice to continue the turns. Kind of surprising. But I'm also mishandling this jet pretty badly. Hits. Not enough to kill him, apparently. Oh, come on, not now, fucking tracker. Oh, I could have had a shot there, potentially. He's dead. I think he reslotted. Or his pilot was killed or something. Yeah, this is ECW. I might RTB and just top up on fuel and gun ammo and missiles real quick. It looks like we got some phantoms incoming and I'd rather not be fighting them on low fuel. Where did we take off from? It was Sukubi, right? Probably, yeah, we're past it because that's Sukubi City there. We just overflew it. Least unhinged approach. Officially feel Iron Skull Gaming. Oh, 2128 would be dreams. Absolute dreams. Oh, do not do that, track IR. Fuck's sake. Horrible landing, but, you know, it doesn't help that this thing decided to just fuck off right as I was about to touch down. Unstable or unhinged? Both. Definitely both.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Oh yeah, it's area ruled. Yep, this is the 19. Yeah, they also area ruled the Su-15, but it was only one of the prototypes, and they realized they needed more range, so they just got rid of the area ruling and made that into fuel tanks. I'm kind of glad they did, because the Su-15 with area ruling doesn't look right. Shit. What am I doing? I need to ask them again.
Request rearming.
Please give me my missile and my gun ammo. See my pictures from my trip to Washington DC a few months ago? I don't remember. I'll have to go have a look. I haven't been keeping up with the Discord very much because I've been so busy.
Rearming complete.
There we go. Oh yeah, I think I saw the photos from that, yeah. Getting FC-24? No. I mean, it's pointless for me, right? Because it's aircraft I already have in full fidelity, and I would rather fly in full fidelity. I've heard that. I can't confirm it because technically I do have it. I just don't have it installed. Yeah, any dependency issues like that, I'm not going to notice because my actual ED account, not my Steam one, but my actual ED account has everything unlocked from testing, so... F1 got the other close combat mode implemented. I saw it got its exosets as well. Quite cool. Did I lock that? No, I didn't. Now it's locked. Oh, fucking track IR, goddamn. Music bot's really not behaving itself today. Zero 87. $345th. They weren't having enough attendance to really justify paying for the server anymore. So I think they last ran missions in like January or something, January or February. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Come on. What is its fucking problem? Bro! It's probably the sunlight coming in behind me. I should probably close the blind. Well, the blind is mostly closed, so it shouldn't be causing that much of an issue. Oh, hello. Contrail up there. Right up there. He's jamming. Oh, there go his bags. Oh, someone did a fucky-wucky. Someone did a fucky-wucky. Bye-bye. It's my first phantom kill in the 19. A couple in the 21. They don't make it difficult, hey. It wasn't much of a dogfight, to be real. .087 hot on me, close. Bit lower. Just worried about cashing a sparrow in the face. Don't see him. .247. Oh shit, there goes an aileron. Oh, possibly both. Fuck. I just fucked myself completely. And I can't see him. Oh, and now he's after me. Great. Wonderful. 270. Behind me somewhere. There he is. It's going to be very difficult with ailerons missing, but we'll see how we go. I've got like very little rate of roll, and it's trying to roll over to one side, so we're probably missing one. But that's also a decent amount of lift off the wing, so not ideal. If I could just get him to shoot out in front of me like the last guy did, and then get an easy pop with a missile, that would make things a lot easier. There's a Vigor incoming as well, which is not great. Oh yes, yes, you'll love to see it. Get out in front of me, boy. Get out in front of me, boy. It's not going to be an easy shot to line up because she's trying to roll on me. Probably should have just led into the turn because this is going to kind of neutral it back out. And I can't really roll to the right very well, or turn to the right in general. Come on. Try and extend away from me, please. That's what I need you to do now. Either reverse your turn or extend. If I hadn't fucked myself over, he'd be dead already. And there's something else. Probably not one of ours. No, it's a big one. Great. See, I just can't quite get the right roll that I need to line up on this guy. I'm having to really feed in a lot of rudder just to keep the aircraft stable. It's not really working out for me at all. If you just extend or go up to blow up, yeah, that works too. Please keep doing this. Please keep doing this. Please, rudder effectiveness. Please, 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 please. Please. Oh, come on. So close. That's not gonna Come on, straighten out. Extend. The vegan's probably gonna get me. Come on, come on, come on. I believe. I believe. Yes! Eat shit. Okay. Worth it. Worth it. Man, the music bot is really fucking with me today. Come on. There's a second big in there as well. So one thing I've got to get used to with the 19 is not yeeting the stick at high speed. I feel like it's a little more risky with the Connie on the Warbird base than it was with the Warthog. Like, just the spring difference. But it's just a bad habit I'm going to have to kick. Much like F5 players eating their wings and then crying about it, it's a skill issue. And the only way to make it not a skill issue is to practice until you stop doing it. It's Yiddish. It's Yiddish, my dude.
Rearming complete.
Or just walked up and watched you. I want to play that game. Start them early. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Blue attrition moment. Incredible. Hey, hey. Long time no see. Killed so much on this server today. Pairs of F4s are tougher than 21. Yeah. So, like, I've fought them a little bit off stream in the 21, and individually they're pretty easy to kill. But when you get dragged by one and the second comes in, that's when it's difficult. They tend to drag for each other, and it's like the F4 is quite good at that because it has good low-level acceleration. Planning to get into DCS end of this year if everything goes well. Hey, good luck. Pretty decent time to get into it, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff happening. Really gotta put cotton balls in my nose. Why? Like, my nose isn't the issue, it's my fucking throat. Like, my sinuses aren't congested at all, my throat is. the Workers and Resources stream at? I've got to get back into it one day. But also the issue with Workers and Resources is once I start playing it, I'm never going to stop. And then I'm going to get into all sorts of problems. Hey newbie, good to see you. 23-hour stream marathon? No, I am not doing that. I am definitely not doing that. I'm not physically capable of doing that at this point. Oh, do not drop me from the server again, you shit. There we go. Gotta beat Uruguay tomorrow? Oh, in the soccer. I saw the Canadian coach lost his shit at one of your players for taking a dive. That was pretty funny. Just completely went off his nut. Yeah, I heard about the spam rams in War Thunder. I had never played Factorio because I knew it would turn into that, like, that game is dangerous. Should have, like, you know the warning labels that packets of cigarettes have to have on them in most places now? Like, Factorio needs to have one of those. If you have autism, like, this game is not for you. Well, it is for you, but, like, it's dangerous. I need to slow the fuck down or I'm gonna rip my fucking ailerons again. So I think about 1,000 IAS, maybe 900 IAS, somewhere around there is where you're at risk of ripping them. Like, don't want to push that. There he is! Holy fuck, it's like a MiG-29. Like, you can see the smoke from outer space. Look at that shit. Glorious. Fucking glorious. Alright, come here, bitch. Actually, is that him or is that someone else? That should be him, right? Yeah, that's gotta be a Phantom. Just merge with somebody. One, 2, 6. What? Yeah, that's him. That's our Phantom right there. Is he engaging? That's an A10 under him, I think. So it's an A10 and a Phantom on, I guess, a 21 probably. Fuck, if I can get it too far. Slip in behind both of them. Just need the 21 to keep him busy. See that if I pull in behind the Phantom, the fucking A10 will be behind me. So we're not going to do that. We're going to pull in behind the A10. Because Phantom I can deal with at my leisure pretty much, but the A10 is actually kind of dangerous to me. Okay, not anymore, he's not. Where'd the F4 go? No, it's an F1. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful creature. He's setting me up perfectly. It's a bit close. Maybe it'll hit. Oh yeah, that hit. Peace out, shitlord. $170 for 44 for the next one. Any Boresight mode gamers yet? I think so, yeah. When I was playing in the 21 a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this is ECW, Enigma server. The F10 map, how do you make the icon change? It's in the game settings, I think, so you have to go back to the main menu to do it. And you select, instead of NATO symbology, you select, like, Russian symbology. Yeah, this is a big 19. Those are both on. Because this thing has 2 radars, because glorious 1950s janky tech. Why didn't you use guns on that F4? Because I'm lazy. He set me up for a missile shot, so it's just like, fuck it. Take it while I can. Also, I'm not fully, I'm not, like, fully readjusted to this thing since the flight model change. 214, he would have just merged with me. So he'll be behind me somewhere. Should have been paying attention. Zero 1 for 7. He's down in the weeds. Three 5-1. Two 3-2. Said he was flanking right, and yet he's behind me. There he is. There's something else coming in as well. Weird bitch. Oh yeah, reverse your turn, dude. That's gonna work out real. What the fuck is he doing? Phantom Bros, are you okay? Problem is, if he does this, he's going to outrun me. I need him to turn. Which he's starting to do. I need him to turn fairly sharply. That's probably not going to make it. Yeah. That was a bit optimistic. Now he starts turning. Come on, dude. Gunfight me. Gotta be real careful with the rolls now because I'm way fast. Definitely in aileron ripping territory. Yeah, 13M would have made it. Sadly, I don't have 13Ms. He's just going to run. He's going to bait me for the other guy. So I'm going to pop out the boards and break off. See if I can bait him instead. Yep, he's turned around. Oh wait, this might be another guy. 333. Huh? Oh, right there. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Come play with me. Please. He's got his burners on, he's running. Come on, turn. Play with me. No, I didn't go. God, if I had a missile now, he would be in trouble. I gotta watch my fuel too, I'm getting a bit low. I think I'm just gonna RTB. It's getting risky. Now we got a Viggen coming. God damn it. Chased him pretty far down the coast. This should be Potty here. So we got a fair ways to get home. And now he turns around as well, of course. Managed to boot up Misfits with a new CPU. I think I did play it briefly after I swapped the CPU out, but like my Misfits install still needs cleaning up, so haven't really played it that much. Hey Nines, good to see you. Yeah, we're vibing. Wee. And yep, here comes the F4. I don't really have the fuel for a dogfight. Too far from home. God damn it! Again! Oh, what is wrong with me today? So even if I did have enough fuel to dogfight him now, I'm down an aileron again, so... Womp womp. No, go not with the goggles on, because first of all, like, I can't actually use them while playing, and second of all, I don't have them here, they're at the farm. He must be in full blow and be keeping up with me. So, any luck will run him out of fuel. To officially place forward, checking right, 6 is your wrist face we need as an emoji. Oh my god, isn't that bad? Oh, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Won't dogfight me while I've actually got fuel and ailerons. Yeah. Oh, and he wasted 2 sidewinders at me. Nice. Yeah, he is faster than me. I pretty much wasn't going to be able to escape unless he got sick of chasing me. But he also has been in full afterburner for basically the whole time he's been flying, so fingers crossed he's running himself out of fuel and won't make it home. Not that ECW players care if they don't make it home. Most of them probably just eject anyway once they've shot somebody down. Don't want to turn that on a microwave the ground crew. Oopsies. $21 catch him. Low level, maybe. I don't know what the Phantom gets up to in terms of absolute top speed. The 21, once you get about 1350, 1370 kilometers an hour, you'll kill your engine. I think the 21 and the Phantom are fairly similar in terms of acceleration at low level. Like with the emergency afterburner on and the 21, you might be a little better off. And I'm missing something here. What have I done? Hello? Oh, right. But yeah, at higher altitude, the 21 shouldn't have too much trouble catching it. Yeah, Mirage F1s are on red still. This music bot today, man. Come on. Overshot that one a little. It's a big one. I think. Is it? No? No, it's definitely not a big one. What the fuck? 29? 25? Wait. Yeah, MiG-25. Huh. Okay. Did not expect to see that there. Yeah, definitely not what I expected to see there. Hey, Duke. Well, prepare to be disappointed then, mate. Prepare for disappointment. Especially if I'm trying to shoot down a Skyhawk with this thing. I know, right? I hear something I like, I just chuck it on the playlist. Imagine actually looking in the right part of the sky. Couldn't be me. 325. It was seriously low here. Should probably trim this thing out a little. That's probably him there. Yeah, that's him. Okay, he's aware. He knows. These things are really fucking difficult to hit. Especially if I have to do this with guns, I'd rather go for a missile kill. But he isn't gonna let me. Probably isn't gonna let me. Or maybe he will. Nope. Come on. Come on. Rudder. Man, I am out of practice. That's usually how my dogfights with Skyhawks end up. 035 for 8. Zero 97 now. Hot. Ooh, he wants a piece. It's going to be a bit higher than me. .207. Oh, he's behind me now. Didn't see him through the merge. .286. Hold. 312. Hot. There he is. They're so fucking hard to see because they're so small. He might not actually see me. That's probably going to go for the flare. Yep, that was a bad shot just in general. Probably flare that one off too. Yep. Don't know why I bothered. So wasted 2 missiles. Hit him. Didn't seem to do much though. Uh-oh. Dangerous. Is he lagging out? What's going on? Or is he just about to stall? I think he's lagging out. Yeah, he's frozen. Either the server's about to drop or he decided to hit the fucking lag switch. Oh, server died. It was the server, it wasn't him. How's your biz? It's been really good. Really, really good. I've been too busy having a real life to stream lately, so hence the long absence. been getting this a lot. I think my connection here is a little unstable. And DCS seems really sensitive to packet loss. Tell you what, we'll excuse me. We'll throw the F4 around some. On Afghanistan, why not? Yeah, the 19's got a radar and an RWR, but the RWR's rear facing only. It's basically, I think it detects more things than it probably should in DCS, but essentially it was put there to detect the gun ranging radar on the F-86 and the F-100. In terms of radar, the MiG-19P and PM have a radar, 2 radars actually, whereas the MiG-19S doesn't. So the 19P and PM, which are both interceptor variants, they've got a search radar at the top of the nose, which is a pair of dishes back to back that just spins really fast. And then they've got the tracking radar, which is in the bulge in the center of the air intake. So you've got like a really scuffed 1950s version of search and track. Or track while scan, sorry. I can't even remember the right words for things, Jesus. Wonder. Once they add detail to the east side of this, that'll be a decent play area, I guess. Especially if they get some coverage of Pakistan and yeah, and some of the thing is though, this is modern Afghan, right? Not not 80s. Let's fly out of Shindand. That's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Just get rid of all of these. We'll just hot start it, because like I said, I haven't bothered to learn to cold start it yet. It's probably not difficult, I just haven't got round to it. That's a nice one. The Egyptian Southeast Asia camo. Kerbo's liveries are always good, but that's a really nice one. There's a lot of Greek liveries. Then we got some genocide liveries. Iran liveries. The pre-delivery one, before it was delivered to Iran. Still had US markings. There we go. RAAF. Let's roll with that. Did you see that teasing a Germany map? No, I didn't see that actually. She looks a bit naked. Let's put some... Figure out which racks are which. Hell yeah, we're doing this old school. Actually, since we're US Air Force, those go on the wings. I think the Air Force, we're RAAF, sorry. I don't know what the RAAF did. The Air Force, like, on the F4Es, they put the wing tanks on usually. The Navy would put the belly tank on. I don't know what the RAAF did. We'll just do what the US Air Force does. We'll assume that we did the same thing they did. If it will let me... Fuel tanks, there we go. They go into outboards. What a pretty jet. Okay. Don't think it actually updates on this livery, but cool. We'll just leave the... Actually, we'll turn the heat up a bit because it's Afghanistan. Yeah, the MiG-23, I don't know what's happening with that because I haven't been keeping up, but like that's also partly why I haven't really been into DCS for a while, is just like the demoralizing effect of my MiG-23, so close and yet so far. I hope that if the situation doesn't get resolved, that at least ED pick it up, because ED were originally going to be doing it anyway. So, fingers crossed. If I don't get a MiG-23 soon, I'm gonna fucking scream. There's a Car 52 mod, which looks quite good. Clickable cockpit and everything. I think it still uses a flight model from the 50, but they're probably pretty similar anyway. While that's loading, I will be right back. I'm going to grab a cup of tea. I'm a genius and forgot to make it a player aircraft, so give me a minute. Hello, I'm back. Let's see how this goes. The calls radio.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this.
That's not what I wanted to do. Interesting that they found that. There we go. How in the fuck do I get to a runway? There, I guess.
Alright, tell me. Just how low are we going today?
That's also not what I intended to do.
Okay, how low are you thinking? Okay.
Yeah, the F4 is not a fantastic dogfighter, it's gotta be said. Which shouldn't really surprise anyone, honestly. Okay, this looks like a runway. We want to turn right.
Engine's good, airspeed off the pad. 80 knots. 100 knots. I feel like flying. You feel like flying? I feel like flying. Gears moving. Gear up. Flaps up.
She needs quite a bit of trimming. These aren't adjustable, I think. I think the Tomcats got made adjustable, but these ones aren't yet, from memory. I think that's the plan, isn't it, for them to make more variants? Like Navy ones and stuff. Almost surely we'll get a J. Maybe, well, J or an S. I want a J. True enough. Yeah, he is J Nelson, not S Nelson, so you're right there. Maybe it's a sign. It's quite a pretty map, like it looks quite good. I feel like, you know, with the fairly limited tech that they're working with, ED have got quite good at making maps that still manage to look good. The watercourses are a lot better than, say, Caucasus. They're still not quite 100%, because they're still limited to what they can do with water in the DCS terrain tools, but like it looks much better than Caucasus, much more natural. This is ED, isn't it? Or is this Ugra? I don't know. Ugra are pretty decent with it too, I guess. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. That way lies Iran. Might head that way a little further and then loop back around and head like northeast or something. Also, if I can remember where it is. Right there. AFCS. Which is kind of like what you'd expect the 21 to have when it's in stabilized mode. So I can just bank, let go of the stick, the aircraft will hold that. Put them on their hands. And then if it's within a couple degrees of wings level, it'll level out for you. See, low down the terrain's still relatively low resolution, but again, that's the limitation of how terrain works in DCS. You can't really do a whole lot about it. But it doesn't look too bad, honestly. Even from like medium altitude, it already looks quite good, so can't ask for much more than that, I think. swing around to the northeast. FCS disengaged itself. It seems quite sensitive to certain maneuvers. That's what was giving me the master caution light. It's on. I'm going to test on the beat machine. Good from out, didn't like below down so much. Yeah, DCS maps are always going to look worse from low down just because of the limitations of the tech they're working with, but from higher up it looks quite good. Catch you later, Kenny. Sleep well. Cheers for stopping by. Hop in the back seat for a minute. So I haven't bound up any of the stuff back here. I don't know how to use any of it. Actually, I might have bound some things. I don't remember. Maybe not. But yeah, it's your actual rearwards visibility in the backseat isn't terrible. You've got a bit of a blind spot there, but it's not the worst. Your forwards visibility is fucking atrocious. More powerful F5 radar, yeah, which is why I like it. So I've got to bind it up and get used to using it. They actually did fix the F5 radar, at least partly, if not completely, you know, in the last couple of patches as well, so that'll be interesting to play with. Hopefully no more look down, shoot down shenanigans with the F5, although we'll see. Yeah, I don't even have my zoom bound back here, so I've got nothing bound in the back seat at all. I also just noticed we're descending slightly, because the AFCS was engaged, but the altitude hold wasn't. Fly in front just will routinely ask for fuel level. Yes, why? Doesn't have a fuel gauge back there? Is that why? Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. This is interesting though. Is that closure rate? Huh. Yeah, it's cool. I kind of wish we had the old analog screen for the radar, but you know, it is what it is. I always prefer the older stuff, it's a bit more interesting to me. Not a whole lot of options for an emergency landing out here. Where are we on the actual map? So we're north of Shindand. Might actually head to Herat. Basically follow the roads, really. So I'll do a flyby of Herat, and then I want to see if I can do something very silly in this. Because when I was flying it off stream, I found that, yeah, you can make it depart, but, like, really it's not that scary. Maybe with the tanks on the wings it might misbehave a little more, but, like, the reputation of the Phantom for doing all sorts of nasty things, I don't know, I didn't feel it was that bad. Yep, slats. It might be one of those things that you don't really have much option but to script it. The guy that's like so there's this flight sim being made, I think, in Unreal Engine by like one random Russian dude, and I think one or two other people he occasionally gets help from. If that. I think it might just be a one-man effort. Mark II. And he showed his F4 flight model doing the exact same departure and flat spin as one of the F4 crashes during flight testing. Like, it does this really vicious nose slice and just goes straight into a spin. Unrecoverable. So he demonstrated his flight model doing the exact same thing. And the MiG-19 and DCS will do something very similar if you push it too far. Okay, so we're just about over the city now. There it is. There's the airbase. Astronaut test? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, the wing tanks are empty, I think, so we'll just yeet those. It's a good looking plane. Right, let's do something silly. I'm doing like the dumbest thing I could possibly do and then full back left stick. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Just stop monkeying the controls. It needs a bit of height to recover, but it's not that bad. Let's try it flat. Oh, she's trying to dig into the left. I'm just back stick now. Back stick, back stick, back stick. Yeah, like literally at any point, just release the controls and it fixes itself. Yeah, it's yelling at me because I scanned the autopilot. It's not that bad. Control options that hold you back from pulling too hard? Yeah, there are. I think I've got the one that limits the amount of force you can put into the stick because I physically probably do not have the strength to put more than whatever amount of force in, but I don't have the progressive one on that stops you from breaking the plane. How's the F4? It's quite nice. We're going on fuel. Not too bad. It's also a ridiculously hot day here because we've got it set to like 35 degrees at sea level, so it's going to degrade our performance somewhat. Yes, up to about 35,000 and accelerate through to about Mach 2. We'll see how far we can get it up into space. Like I said, I've got the weather set pretty hot, so we won't get as much out of it as we might on Caucasus, but it should still be interesting. Love how the accelerometer is buried down by your knee behind the stick, like in the F-14. Great place for it. Brilliant place for it. And your angle of attack is down here. And yeah, in real life you can feel it through the seat a bit. Like, it's something... Excuse me, that's something I've heard from a few pilots is like, it's not as big a deal in real life because you get to know what it feels like when you're pulling the correct amount of G to sustain a turn, but still, it'd be nice if it was more visible. 10,150 pounds of fuel internal. So we should have enough, I think. Don't give them ideas. Be interesting as well to see what altitude the engines flame out at, if they do at all. I don't think the Tomcats flame out from oxygen starvation. At least they didn't last time I tried to do a high altitude yeet with it. I know the 21's conked out at about 27 kilometers. Oh, sorry, no, not 27, 22, 23. So like 70-something thousand feet. Good impatient. I'm just going to lean on the burners now. Get us up to altitude a bit quicker. Get rid of this, we don't really need it. Sure is. Be even more where we're going. Might also turn directly east, so I've got a better line up on the ADI. Yeah, my music bot's shit out again. Driving me nuts. It's so temperamental today. And it's going to give us like the opposite of what should be playing right now, but what else? $36,500, okay. Let's get the AFCS on. I am curious what the F4's level acceleration is like. Okay, maybe not AFCS because it's doing some weird shit. Curious what its level acceleration's like, but that'll be an experiment for another day. Yeah, I know that the autopilot's disconnected. I did that myself. Get it through supersonic by diving. We are carrying missiles too, that's going to slow us down. Sidewinders especially, they're quite draggy. So we probably won't get a super good altitude out of this one. But we'll try. 82,000 pounds left. Interesting, it's not really accelerating. We are at a slight climb, but those missiles are very, very draggy. And the heat sure isn't helping us. We should have died through to 1.4. $36,000 is where max speed is at. We're pretty close to 36,000. Just isn't accelerating much. Tempted to. 68,000 pounds, 67. We're only doing about Mach 1.3. She might not get us any decent altitude. Might have to do it clean. This is the problem with these big heavy fighters, right? They've got impressive performance on paper, but when they're actually loaded for combat, where does the performance go? Same with the F-15, same with all of them. Like, when they are actually loaded for combat, all those vaunted Mach 2 plus speed figures go out the fucking window. And the F-15s is already kind of questionable, because the 2.5 number is not something the average jet will get anywhere close to. It's going to turn out to be like the Tomcat when I tried to do this armed. It couldn't get fast enough to get any decent altitude. We'll do it about 1.35. Which, for reference, the MiG-19 tops out at. Yeah, it is a very hot day. That's not going to help. I might run another mission on Caucasus just with ISA conditions, and we'll try it then. But I'll air start the aircraft rather than... actually no, I'll ground start it. But we'll just climb straight up. How does it feel? It feels pretty good. It's pretty trim heavy. It's a little squirrely sometimes, but it feels generally good. It's got that same kind of slippery feel to it while it's maneuvering that the MiG-19 and the Sabre and the 15 have. Alright, we'll just send it from here, 1.4. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, 58,000 feet. That's warm. Alright, let's hop over to... Actually, let's see if we can spin it here. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna feed it pro spin controls. So full right rudder, full left stick. Well, left back stick. It doesn't really want to do it. It's... You gotta do something pretty profoundly stupid to get this in a condition you can't recover it from, I think. The biggest danger will probably be like the F-14 in DCS, where if you're at low altitude and you monkey on the controls, you'll... Like, it'll start to auger in, you won't have time to recover it, but from altitude, like, there's no reason this or the F-14 should enter something unrecoverable in DCS unless you've really, really fucked up. And we'll take just sparrows for this. We won't take the sidewinders as well. I think this might be the last flight because I'm starting to lose my voice. I need a bit of a break. Let's go from Kutaisi. So full internal fuel. Let's give it sparrows. Debating whether we even should take wing tanks. Maybe for the initial climb up. And just ditch them once we get to altitude. Fuck, there's a lot of liveries. Let's fly a Weeb Phantom. That looks nice. Triple cut pod. Tempting. Okay, 15 degrees. Oh shit. Nearly forgot. Player. Oh, don't want to save it. Just want to fly. There we go. One wing tank will get us spinning? Yeah, but like who's carrying one wing tank? I guess if you had like a pave tack or something, or not a... Yeah, did it carry pave tack? I think it did. Pave knife. Pave whatever. Get the lights on. I can't complain, I brought this upon myself. Why is it defaulted? Hold up. Oh, it's in game settings. I need to make sure it hasn't reset my mirrors setting. They should be on for everything. Catch you later, Fetty. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you.
Engine's good. Airspeed's coming alive. 80 knots. There's 100. Gears moving. Gear up. Blast up.
North. Or northwest, actually. Yeah, if you get rid of a Sidewinder, you might run into some problems then, I suppose. I don't know. I know the Phantom has a bit of a reputation from real life, but real life it's more understandable. Because, you know, people will actually die if they fuck up. Whereas a lot of the reputation stuff gets in DCS, like with the Tomcat, it's like, how? How are you fucking up this badly? So I think we'll make this the last flight for this stream. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, probably not, but depending what the missus wants to do next weekend, I might squeeze one in there. We'll see. Or I can try, you know, cram one in after work through the week. Because I do want to do some Gunner Heat PC. There's been a bunch of cool stuff come out for that. T64B, my beloved. The randomization, or not randomization, the customization options for missions as well are quite neat. You can set up like quasi 70s engagements where everyone's got shit ammo. The externals are empty, so we'll punch them off. At least I think they were empty. What a good looking jet. I don't know how people can call the Phantom ugly. It's fucking beautiful. Gorgeous machine. Kerbo's livery, of course, helps that a lot, but goddamn, that is a good looking plane. I don't mind it. Like, I prefer the Navy Phantoms looks-wise, but I don't mind the long nose. It's not as bad as the beak on the fucking reconnaissance versions of the Kfir or the Atlas Cheetah. That is a beak. Also very, very funny because it's such a stereotype. See, we haven't even dived here. We're doing Mark 1.2. Those Sidewinders, man. It's the fucking Sidewinders. The drag index of the Sidewinders on any of these big US heavy fighters is ridiculous. If you actually look up the manuals where all the drag indices are listed, the Sparrows are fucking nothing because they're semi-recessed. The Sidewinders are worse than fuel tanks when you add them all up. So here we're climbing at like more than 5,000-6,000 feet per minute at Mach 1.2 and, you know, slowly accelerating. We're already at 43,000 feet. Fuck me, sideways. Okay. We'll level off here. So yeah, there's what a difference societies make. Same problem in the F-15. The sidewinders are what fuck you for drag. Did the Kfir release yet? I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't checked up on it in a very long time. But when it does release, it'll be an interesting toy to play with, but also it'll be very funny watching a lot of people get disabused in the notion that it's some sort of amazing Israeli Wunderwaffe. It's literally just a Mirage 5 with an actual engine that generates thrust. It's still a Delta. It's still, like, the J79's a decent engine for its weight class, but something I always forget because it's so hyped up is the J79's in the same, like, thrust class as the fucking R25, like R13, R25 kind of thrust class. It's not that big of an engine, and so when you've only got one of them in an aircraft that heavy, it's still, you know, there's only so much it can do, and you'll have decent straight line speed, but you're not going to be able to sustain much returns. So we're at 45,000. It's actually, I'm pretty behind on my trim here, so we're still climbing slightly. We're doing 1.4. We'll hold it in a slight dive to build up some more speed. Be nice and fancy for fast bombing. Yeah, it'll be good for that and hit and run attacks with heaters. But as far as like actual serious business air-to-air goes, it's not really that impressive. Like, it'll be good for third-partying people, but that's about it. .6. We're still quite high. We're nearly 45,000 feet, so we'll keep diving actually. Because ideally we want to get it above Mark 2.2-ish. I think the Phantom tops out about 2.2, so we might have our work cut out for us. Seven. £81,000 left. $1.8. It's 40,000. So we'll get down to about 36 or so and level off. Hey Dave, good to see you. Duct temperature high. Ooh. We're getting to our limits. It's like the F-104. She don't like a hot intake. So maybe we are pretty close to our limit actually. Well, let's start climbing then. Bring up the telemetry bar because the altimeter is probably not going to read accurately if we get high enough. Doing a bit more gradual of a climb than I would in the 21, but just because I'm not as familiar with what the Phantom will and won't tolerate, and we're in a much heavier aircraft. So it probably won't be very happy if we just yeet it straight at the sky. It's about a 50-degree nose up. We don't want to be too steep because the weight will fuck us over. We don't want to be too shallow or we'll get distance rather than altitude. $24,600 meters. 25,000. $116 kilometers an hour indicated. 26,265 meters. And we didn't lose the engines. Okay. I find that tends to be about the maximum altitude I've got any of the US aircraft to, like the Tomcat, the F-16, all of them. It's about as high as they seem to want to go. She doesn't want to. Oh, maybe? No, it starts to go and then it just catches itself. It's like it gets so close to actually going into a spin, but it just doesn't get the last little bit. Go land at Sochi. I'm gonna hop off because I'm losing my voice. Catch you later, Nines. Good to see you again, man. Not sure what the flapping gear speed is in this thing. I assume it's like 250 odd knots, 220, 250, something like that. It's nice, I like it. It's not a dogfighter, in my opinion, but it's a good fun plane to fly. And I always figured this thing would be more scary as like a fast strike aircraft on, say, ECW or Alpine server than it would be as a dogfighter. And when it's at higher altitude, the Sparrows do make it quite a threat, but it rates alright. Yeah, it does, but because it's such a heavy aircraft, you can't throw it around quite as easily as you can the light fighters. And so while you have rate, if the guy reverses on you, you can't necessarily follow him in time. Now, I'm sure that better pilots than me will be able to make it work. I'm pretty sure I've seen Zach do exactly that already, but yeah, I don't think it's much of a dogfighter. Kind of like the F1, like you can, but it doesn't mean you should. feel like it's played for 19 veterans. Yeah, that's probably not a bad call. Tell I'm used to flying land-based Soviet stuff because I'm approaching way fast. Just feels wrong in an aircraft like this, approaching so slowly. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jester.
1,000.
We're good. And thank you for distracting me now. Man's fuel checking us and we're literally like lined up on final.
500. 300. 100.
Crunch. That was a bit rough. Oh well.
Wow, I guess we should tell the plane captain we need a new undercarriage.
Yep, solid Navy landing. I'll blame Jester, he distracted me as I was about to touch down. Shoot release, shoot release, shoot release. That, I think. Yeah, it is. Also, I killed the engines, so we're just rolling without power. Because I cut the throttles a bit too far. Oops. Big brain moment. Let's get off the runway. I think a couple. The Greeks still do, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure the Turks do as well. What is this? Oh, oxygen, I guess. Oh, that'll be a cabin vent. Oh yeah, Iran's still got a bunch. Iran still flies the F4 in quite reasonable numbers. I think they fly their F4s more than their 14s because they've got more parts for them. Canopy. Okay, it isn't that, I guess. Oh, yeah. Greece, Turkey, and Iran, just them? Oh, okay. So it's only those three then. South Korea retired them a few weeks ago. Ah, so very recently. Okay. And the music box shit its pants again. Why are you like this? Alright, well anyway, I am going to see who else is on that we can raid out to. In the meantime, you guys can admire this beautiful piece of art. Robbo's on, playing some DCS, so I might send you guys over there. Okay, that should be about a minute and a half before it sends you off. Saw pick last week, and F4 had an F-16 HUD. Yeah, the Greek and Turkish ones got pretty heavily modernized. So I'm going to have to learn to cold start this. I'm going to have to bind up the back seat and then learn how to operate the radar. Probably won't learn to do all the air-to-ground shit in the back seat because I kind of don't care. But the air-to-air radar, I'm pretty interested in because it seems like it's just a bigger version of what the F5 has, and I like playing with the F5 radar. So, but it might be a few months before that happens because DCS is not quite as high on the priority list as it used to be anymore. Next stream, whenever that ends up happening, probably GHPC. But don't hold your breath because it might be a couple months out. Right, should be just about ready to send you guys off to Robbo. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. It's good to see you guys again. I know it's been a while. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe and enjoy Robbo. I'll see you on the next one, whatever that happens to be.